Hey there, native fish people. I'm doing a water change here on the 40 stream tank, and I'm cleaning the filter out. As you guys know, or should know, a lot of you know, the filter on this is a Odyssea CFS 500 canister filter, and it comes with two sponges. The white colored one, or the cream colored, whatever color, I don't know. Can't remember what color it was when I got it, but it's kind of brown now. That sponge, and then the bottom layer is the black sponge. Alright, and so I'm going to show you a little trick or tip that I do. I modify this filter's media a little bit to help give me more filtration. What I do, I don't do anything with the black sponge because the intake sets a little lower than this sponge, so I just leave this sponge alone. Every now and then I'll take it out and I'll rinse it off. Okay, so just going to go back in there. Alright, I'm going to show you why I don't bother touching the black sponge. See how it sets below the intake? So I'll just leave that go, and that provides a ton of surface area. Not surface area, but yeah, surface area inside the sponge for good bacteria to build up. And I just leave that alone. Stays in the bottom and just provides some beneficial bottom white sponge. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's a little smaller in diameter. And what I did is I went around and took like a, I don't know, approximately 3/4 inch off all the way around the entire outside of the sponge. I just used the bread knife and I cut it, you know. I just took that much off. The reason why I did that, I don't know if you guys know much about this filter, but the intake's on top. Okay? And it comes down, the water filters down through the filter, right? Well, I take the blue pad out because I found that without doing this modification, it clogs up a lot faster. You got to clean it probably every month or so. And so I take that out. I trim down this sponge, the top sponge, because that's where the intake goes. See? There's the intake. It slides right there, and it fits just like this inside of inside the filter. Okay. So the reason why I do that is because I then take some of this. Let's see what it is here. Polyfill quilt batting. This is stuff that comes in a huge sheet. I don't know, it's 110 inches by 110 inches. This stuff will last me like a whole year and a half, 2 years almost sometimes. Just depends. But the reason why I do that is I take, and I'll cut this so I can wrap this sponge in it. And why do you say that? Because the sponge is pretty porous, right? I mean, it's not a very fine sponge, it's kind of coarse. And putting the quilt bedding around it, it polishes the water better. It keeps the water cleaner. Not only does it keep the water cleaner, but by me cutting down that sponge, now instead of the water just coming down through the top of the sponge, it comes through around the sponge. So now it gives me a greater surface area of filtration, which in turns allows me to not have to clean the filter as often. I clean this filter, I don't know, every 4 to 6 months, so which is pretty nice. Sometimes I don't have to do that. It just depends on the bioload of the tank and how much I feed. Actually, I don't think I've cleaned this filter since I don't know, May of last year, so it's almost a year, which is pretty nice. But I do that, so that now because if I do that, it gives me a greater surface area, which is more filtration, allows more flow, and polishes the water a little better. So let me get this out, cut it, and I'll show you how I wrap it up. Now I got this all laid out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sponge, I'm going to lay it down like this. I want enough top so that I can tuck it over and stick it inside there like that, and enough on the bottom to do the same thing. And then I just need enough to wrap around like this, like so. So I'll just mark an area and I'll cut that down like this. Alright, and then I'll just need to cut the lengthwise. So I'll come down just a little further here, and I'll cut this clear across all the way over. Okay, put that back in the water so it keeps the media alive. Don't want to leave that out to get dry out. And everybody's like, it was like, thinks the CFS 500 isn't very good because it doesn't use ceramic pieces or bio balls, any of the other fancy biomedia. But I'm telling you right now, a sponge is one of the best biomedias you can get. I mean, there's a ton of surface area inside of a sponge. Alright guys, I got my sheet cut, and now we're just going to wrap this up right here, like so. See? And tuck the top in, and also the bottom. Now, look at that. Now the water, when it comes to the filter, it comes down, hits the top, and then goes around the outside. There's enough room, maybe quarter, half inch or so, for the water to go all the way around and then get sucked in from the sides and the top. So now we'll just take the little thing out, shove that down to the center, and oops, there we go. Shove that down through the center like that, and there we go. We're ready to put it inside the filter. Okay, and then we just take it. There should be a little indentation somewhere where the pipe goes. Slide it down in there, and that's it. Now we're ready to fill the filter back up, put it back together, put the lid back on, and fire it back up. That's all. So let me give you guys a closer view here. Sorry about that. See, as you can see, now when the water comes in, they come in here, hit the top of the filter, and go down around the outside. I guess there's a little more room than what I first thought, but and that increases the amount of surface area that is being filtered. So with that, it just helps out with maintenance. You don't have to do as much maintenance. So, all right, I need to get this guys filled back up and running again. So, all right, that's your tip, and so yeah, thank you. If you like, don't forget to click like, share, subscribe.